Today I'm looking at this project that was really interesting. I met with a homeowner a week or so ago, and she was pointing out to me a few of the plants on this project that I had originally put in, and we're talking about 40 years ago.
Wow.
And it's really interesting to see some of these plants, what they look like after 40 years.
Yeah, it's neat to go back to our projects and see how things have matured and changed, and this is an amazing evergreen we've got going.
I mean, she said that's her all-time favorite one, is this weeping pine. And when you place one of these weeping pines in the right spot and really allow it to grow naturally, it's just a stunning plant.
Yeah, it's neat the way it sweeps down, and it just has really unique form to it and a nice texture.
Yeah, I've actually had some of these that look like animals, and I've had people name them. So, you know, that's a really nice one.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something different, you know, consider weeping pine.
Now, the one behind us is a juniper, and it's like a Pfister juniper, and as you can see how big, it fills the space very nicely. But what's unique about this planting right here is juniper in general, I plant in full sun.
Sure.
I don't like planting in the shade, but yet you look at this and you see it's all shade.
Right.
Well, there's a reason for that. Is these trees have grown up in the last 40 years to now shade this plant.
Right.
And quite honestly, with you, I'm surprised this looks as good as it does, because usually in the shade they get spider mite issues and just grow thinner. So it's actually done very well for 40 years. So.
And it's a really nice complement, you know, these evergreens to a shade bed like this that's got some, you know, hosta in it, and like this potentilla kind of goes over the wall and echoes the shape of the pine. So unique planting. Yeah.
Now, you know, one other plant that we have that was original to this property is the spreading yew.
Right.
And the yew in general used to be our go-to evergreen, a generic evergreen, dark green, very useful in sunshade and all. And you know, the deer have become an issue, and it's very hard to use this plant anymore.
But there's so many reasons why it was so popular. It's got great color. It's really tough.
Yeah, and you know, again, that's lasted 40 years, and it still looks nice.
And part of the reason that it looks so healthy is because it hasn't been sheared very much. You know, it's been allowed to grow, you know, a little naturally, and there's been some shaping, but that really has kept it quite healthy.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful to revisit, you know, some older projects and see how some of the plants have grown and changed and adapted. So thank you for joining us today. I'm Liz Snyder.
And I'm Jim Hotelling, the Home Gardeners from Hillside Garden Landscaping.